I'm Kara Armstrong. I'm the Education Director of the Heart of America Shakespeare Festival. And again, I'm glad to see you all here. I have programs and information about the video right here. I actually am running extremely low on programs, so I've got a great turnout tonight. I made what I thought was a lot of programs, and I obviously underestimated the talent and support that we have here today. I just want to give you a few announcements. We're going to have a reception immediately following to celebrate the campers, and it's going to be right here on the other side of this fence. There's some picnic tables, and we're going to have some juice and some little treats before the show starts tonight. Please feel free to stay for tonight's performance. I've got some sponsors that I need to thank, and they are the Sprint Foundation, the Curry Family Foundation, the Floyd Walker Scholarship Fund, the Sosslin Foundation, the Missouri Arts Council, Camps for Kids, Kaw Valley Arts and Humanities, James Printing, and the Oppenstein Brothers Foundation. They really help us do what we do every year, and we thank them. Yes. Some other people I'd like to thank are our festival staff, Sydney Garrett, Bess Wallerstein, and Lisa Cortez. They are a huge assistance to me with all of the education needs throughout the year. And I also like to thank our fabulous team of teachers at Exploration this year. I've got Katie Gilchrist out in the house there. And somewhere is Laura Schaefer, who's got a terrible case of poison ivy and is here anyway.
She's backstage.
And last but not least is Matt Rapport, our camp manager. The last thing I want to say to you guys is that you all got a green survey from me a few days ago, and it really helps me if you go ahead and mail that in at your convenience. The feedback that you give really helps us plan for next year, know what we're doing right, know what we could improve on, all of those things. So thank you so much for taking time to fill that out. I'm going to turn things over to Matt and let him talk a little more specifically about the camp, but thank you all.
Hello, everybody. Thanks again for being here. I don't have much to add to what Kara said, other than to thank her, of course, for her excellent work, putting together 9 camps this summer, which is a record for the Shakespeare Festival, which is fantastic. This is my 11th year teaching camp, and it just gets better and better every year, and I really mean that. Everybody says that, but I do. It's fun and exciting, and this was a fun play to work on, and especially because this play of all of Shakespeare's is so much about youth and possibly the folly of youth, but also the beauty and passion that comes with youth. And so it was really fun to work on this with a group of young people, and I hope they had as much fun as we had putting it together, and I hope you have as much fun watching it as we did putting it together. It's a little anachronistic, you'll notice, in some spots, but that's part of the fun that we have with it. So I hope you enjoy our production of Romeo and Juliet, and I hope to speak with you, get a chance to chat with you all at the reception afterwards, all right? Thanks.
In fair Verona, where we lay our scene, from ancient grudge, break to new mutiny.
Where civil blood makes civil hands unclean.
From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life.
Whose misadventured, piteous overthrows doth with their death bury their parents' strife.
The fearful passage of their death-marked love, and the continuance of their parents' rage, which, but their children's end, naught could remove, is now the 1 hour's traffic of our stage. Gregory, on my word, we'll not carry coals. No, for them we should be colliers. I strike quickly, being moved. But thou art not quickly moved to strike. A dog of the house of Montague moves me. The quarrel is between our masters and us, their men. 'Tis all one. I will show myself a tyrant. Draw thy tool. Here comes two of the house of Montagues. My weapon is out. Quarrel. I will back you.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
Do you quarrel, sir?
Quarrel, sir? No, sir.
But if you do, sir, I am for you.
Ha!
Remember that crushing gloves!
Harfool, put up your sword!
You know not what you do.
What? Art thou drawn among these heartless hinds? Turn thee, Benvolio, look upon thy dad.
I do but keep the peace, put up thy sword, or manage to part these men with me.
What? Drawn and talk of peace? I hate the word, as I hate hell, all Montagues, and thee. How about thee, coward? Yeah!
Capulets!
I'm going to stay! Give me my long sword!
A crutch, why call you for a sword?
My sword, I say! Old Montague has come and flourishes her blade in spite of me!
Now, villain, Capulet!
Rebellious subjects! Enemies to peace! Throw your missevered weapons to the ground! 3 civil brawls bred of an airy word by thee, old Capulet, and Montague, have thrice disturbed the quiet of our streets. If ever you disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of the peace. For this time, all the rest depart away. Once more, on pain of death, all men depart.
Oh, where is Romeo? Saw you him today? Right glad I am he was not at this fray.
Madam, an hour before the worshipped sun peered forth the golden window of the east, a troubled mind drove me to walk abroad, where, underneath a grove of sycamores, sorely walking, did I see your son.
Many a morning hath he there been seen, with tears augmenting the fresh morning's dew, adding to clouds more clouds with his deep sighs. Black and portentous his humor must prove, and thus good counsel may the cause remove.
My noble madam, do you know the cause?
I neither know it, nor can I learn it of him.
See where it comes, so please you step aside. I'll know his grievance or be much denied.
Come, let's away.
Good morrow, cousin.
Is the day so young?
But new struck 9.
Ay me, sad hours seem long.
What sadness lengthens Romeo's hours?
Not having that which having makes them short.
In love.
Out.
Of love.
Out of her favor where I am, in love.
Tell me in sadness, who is that you love?
In sadness, cousin, I do love a woman.
I aimed so near when I supposed you loved.
She hath forsworn to love, and in that vow do I live dead to live to tell it now.
Be ruled by me. Forget to think of her.
Teach me to forget to think.
By giving liberty unto thine eyes, examine other beauties.
Farewell, thou canst not teach me to forget.
I'll pay that doctor, else die in debt.
And now, my lord, what say you to my suit?
What saying or what I have said before? My child is yet a stranger in the world. Let 2 more summers wither in their pride ere we may think her right to be a bride.
Younger than she, our happy mother's maid.
Woo her, gentle Paris. Get her heart. My will to her consent is but a part. This night I hold an old accustomed feast, whereto I have invited many a guest, such as I love, and you among the store. One more most welcome makes my number more. Come, go with me. Go, sirrah, trudge about. Through fair Verona find those persons out whose names are written here, and to them say, my house and welcome, on their pleasure stay.
Find them out whose names are written here. I am sent to find them out whose names are here written, can never find what names the writing person hath here written. I must to the learned. In good time. God be convenient. I pray, sir, can you read?
I, if I know the letters and the language. Signor Martino and his wife and daughters, the lady widow of Utruvio, Signor Placentio and his lovely nieces, Mercutio and his brother Valentine, my fair niece Rosalind. A fair assembly, whither should they come?
Up.
Whither supper?
To our house.
Whose house?
My master's.
Indeed, I should have asked you that before.
And now I'll tell you without asking.
My master is the great rich Capulet, and if you be not of the house of Montagues, I pray, come and crush a cup of wine. Rest you merry.
At this same ancient feast of Capulet sups the fair Rosaline, whom thou so loves, with all the admired beauties of Verona. Go thither, and with unattainted eye compare her face to some that I shall show, and I'll make thee think thy swan a crow.
I shall go along, but no such sight to be shown, but to rejoice in the splendor of mine own.
Nurse, where is my daughter? Call her forth to me.
What lamb? What ladybird? God forbid. Where's this girl? What Juliet? How now? Who calls? Your mother.
Madam, I am here. What is your will?
Thou knowest my daughter's of a pretty age.
Well, faith, I can tell her age unto an hour.
She's not 14.
On Lammas Eve at night shall she be 14. Oh, that shall she. Mary, I remember it well. Thou wast the prettiest babe that e'er I nursed. And I might live to see thee married once. I have my wish.
Marry that. Mary is the very theme I came to talk of. Tell me, Dr. Juliet, how stands your disposition to be married?
It is an honor I dream not of.
The valiant Paris seeks you for his love.
Oh, a man, young lady. Lady, such a man as all the world? Why, he's a man of wax.
Speak briefly. Can you like of Paris love?
I'll look to like, if looking like and move. But no more deep land dart mine eye than your consent gives strength to make it fly.
Madam, the guests are come, supper served up. You called, my young lady asked for, the nurse, cursed in the pantry, and everything in extremity. I must hence to wait. I beseech you, follow straight.
We follow thee. The county stays.
Go, girls, seek happy nights to happy days.
What? Shall the speech be spoke for our excuse, or shall we on without apology?
Well, let them measure us by what they will. We'll measure them and measure it beyond.
Give me a torch. I'm not for this ambling.
Nay, gentle Romeo, we must dance.
Not I, believe me. I have a soul of lead so stakes me to the ground I cannot move.
You are a lover. Borrow Cupid's wings and soar with them above a common bough.
We mean well in going to this mass, but 'tis no wit to go.
Why, may one ask?
I dreamt a dream tonight.
And so did I.
Well, what was yours?
That dreamers often lie.
In bed will they do dream things true?
Oh, then I see Queen Mab have been with you. She is the fairy's midwife, and comes in shape no bigger than an agate stone. And in the Styx she goes, night by night, through lovers' brains, and then they dream of love. Or a courtier's fingers who straight on curtsies dream. Or a lawyer's fingers who dream on fees straight. Or a lady's lips who straight dream on kisses. Which off the angry mouth of blisters plagues because they're pressed with sweetmeats too hard. This is she.
Peace, Mercutio, peace. Thou talkest of nothing.
True. I talk of dreams, which are as thin of substance as the air and more inconstant than the wind.
This wind you talk of blows us from ourselves. Supper is done. We shall come too late.
I fear too early, for my mind misgives some consequence yet hanging in the stars shall bitterly begin this fearful date with this night's revels.
Welcome, gentlemen! You are welcome. Gentlemen, come. Musicians, play!
What lady is that which doth enrich the hand of yonder knight?
I know that, sir.
Oh, she doth teach the torches to burn bright. Did my heart love till now? Forswear it, sight, for I ne'er saw true beauty till this night.
I got kinsman, wherefore storm you so?
Uncle, this is a Montague, our foe.
Young Romeo, is it?
'Tis he, that villain Romeo.
Content thee, gentle cuz, let him alone. I will not for the wealth of all the town here in my house do him disparagement. Therefore be patient. Take no note of him.
I'll not endure him.
He shall be endured. Am I the master here, or you? Go to.
Why, uncle, 'tis a shame.
Go to, you are a saucy boy.
I will withdraw. This intrusion shall, now seeming sweet, convert to bitter gall.
If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, The gentle sin is this. My lips, two blushing pilgrims, ready stand to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much, which mannerly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy Palmer's kiss.
Have not saints' lips, and holy Palmer's too?
I, pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Then let lips do what hands do. Grant thou, lest faith turn to despair.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
Then move not, while my prayer's effect I take.
Madam, your mother craves a word with you.
What is her mother?
Mary Bachelor, her mother is the lady of the house.
Is she a Capulet? Oh dear Count, my life is my foe's debt.
Away be gone, the sport is at the best.
I so I fear, the more is my unrest.
I thank you all. I thank you, honest gentlemen. Good night.
Come hither, nurse. What is yon gentleman?
His name is Romeo, and a Montague, the only son of your great enemy.
My only love sprung from my only hate. Too early seen unknown and known too late.
Juliet! Oh, anon. Come, let's away. The strangers are all gone.
Romeo! My cousin Romeo! Romeo! He ran this way and left us orchard wall. Call, good Mercutio. Nay, I'll conjure too. Romeo! Humors! Madman! Passion! Lover! Appear thou in the likeness of a sigh. Speak but one rhyme and I'll be satisfied. Cry but I may. Pronounce but love and dove. Speak to my gossip, Venus, one fair word. The ape is dead, and I must conjure him! Romeo, I conjure thee by Rosalind's bright eye, by her high forehead and her scarlet lip. And if he hear thee, thou wilt anger him. This cannot anger him. I conjure only but to raise up him. Come, he hath hid himself among these trees to be consorted with a humorous knight. Blind is his love, and best befits the dark. Love is blind, love cannot hit the mark. Romeo, good night. Out to my truckle bed. Come, shall we go? Go then. For it is in vain to seek him, yet he shall to be found.
But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who's already sick and pale with grief, that thou, her maid, art far more fair than she. It is my lady, oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were.
Oh.
She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses. I shall answer it. I'm too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo. Wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or, if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more? Shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's Montague? 'Tis nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other word would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called.
I take you at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou that thus bescreened a knight, so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name I know not how to tell thee who I am. For my name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, for it is an enemy to thee.
Art thou not Romeo? And a Montague?
Neither, fair maid, if either thee dislike.
How camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find you here.
With love's light wings did I overperch these walls.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
I've night's cloak to hide me from their eyes. And but thou love me, let them find me here.
Oh, gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully.
By yonder blessed
moon.
Oh,
swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon, that monthly changes in her circled orb, lest that thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all. Or if thou wilt swear by thy gracious self.
If my heart's dear love...
Well, do not swear. Although I joy in thee, I have no joy of this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden. Too like the lightning which doth cease to be ere one can say it lightens. Sweet, good night.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it. Oh, and yet I would it were to give again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
Oh, but to be frank and give it thee again. And yet I wish but for the thing I have. My bounty is as boundless as the sea, my love as deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite.
Juliet!
I come anon! Sweet Montague, be true. If that thy bent of love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow by one that I'll procure to come to thee, where and what time thou wilt perform the rite, and all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world.
Nana!
I come anon! But if thou meanest not well, I do beseech thee.
Nana!
By and by I come, to cease thy strife and leave me to my grief. Good night. Good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Sleep well upon thine eyes, peace in thy breast. Would I were sleep and peace so sweet to rest.
Within the infant rind of this small flower, poison hath residence and medicine power. For this being smelt with that part cheers each part. Being tasted slays all senses with the heart. Two such opposed kings encamp them still, in man as well as herbs, grace and rude will. And where the worser is predominant, full soon the canker death eats up that plant.
Good morrow, Father.
Benedicite, what early tongue so sweet saluteth me? Young son, it argues a distempered head so soon to bid good morrow to thy bed. Or, if not so, then here I hit it right. Our Romeo hath not been in bed tonight.
The last is true. The sweeter rest was mine.
God pardon sin. Wast thou with Rosaline?
With Rosaline? Why, no, my ghostly father. I forgot that name and that name's woe. Then plainly know my heart's dear love is set on the fair daughter of rich Capulet. As mine on hers, so is hers set on mine. And all combined, save what thou must combine by holy marriage. This I pray. Would thou consent to marry us today?
Holy Saint Francis, what a change is here! Is Rosaline, whom thou didst love so dear, so soon forsaken? Young men's love then lies not truly in their hearts, but in their eyes. Come, young waverer, come go with me. In one respect I'll thy assistant be. For this alliance may so happy prove to turn your household's rancor to pure love.
Oh, let us hence. I stand on some haste.
Wisely and slow. They stumble that run fast.
Where the devil should this Romeo be? Came he not home tonight?
Not to his father's, I spoke with man. Tybalt, the kinsman to old Capulet, had sent a letter to his father's house.
A challenge on my life.
Romeo will answer it.
Alas, poor Romeo, he is already dead. Run through the air with a love song, the very pin of his heart cleft with the blind bow-boy's butt-shot. Oh! And is he a man to encounter Tybalt?
Why, what is Tybalt?
More than a prince of Camp.
Oh, he's the courageous captain of compliments.
He fights, as Zeus in prick song, keeps time, distance, and proportion.
He rests his minim rests. 1, 2, and the third,
Oh, the very butcher of a silk button.
a duelist.
A duelist. A gentleman of the very first house, of the first and second cause.
Ah, the immortal Passado.
The brutal reversal.
Hey! Here comes Romeo.
Here comes Romeo! Signor Romeo, bonjour. There's a friend's salutation to your friend Slop. You gave us the counterfeit fairly last night.
Good morrow to you both. What counterfeit did I give you?
Slip, sir! The slip! Can you not conceive?
Pardon, good Mercutio. My business was great, and in such a case as mine, a man may strain courtesy.
God ye good morrow, gentlemen. God ye good e'en, fair gentlemen.
Is it good e'en?
'Tis no less, I tell ye, for the body hand of the dial is on the place and rule.
Out upon you, what a man are you? Gentlemen, can any of you tell me where I may find the young Romeo?
I can tell you.
But the young Romeo will be older than you when you found him, than when you sought him.
I'm the youngest of that name, for fault of a worse.
If you be he, sir, I desire some confidence with you.
She will indict him to some supper. Father, so help! Romeo, will you to your father's? We'll to supper. Thither.
I'll follow you.
Farewell, ancient lady. 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 Lady.
I pray you, sir, what saucy merchant was this that was so full of his ropery?
A gentleman, nurse, who loves to hear himself talk, and will speak more in a minute than he will stand to in a month.
Oh, scurvy knave! Well, I pray you, sir, and as I told you, my young lady bid me inquire you out.
Commend me to thy lady and mistress. Bid her devise some means to come to Shrift this afternoon, and there she shall, at Friar Lawrence's cell, be shrived and married.
This afternoon, sir? Well, she shall be there.
That after hours with sorrow chide us not.
Amen, amen. But come what sorrow can, it cannot countervail the exchange of joy that one short minute gives me in her sight.
Here comes the lady.
Good evening to my ghostly confessor.
Come with me, and we will make short work, for by your leaves you shall not stay alone till Holy Church incorporate 2 in 1.
Escape a brawl. For now these hot days is the mad blood stirring.
Gentlemen, good e'en, a word with one of you.
But one word with one of us? Cutlets. Make it a word and a blow.
You shall find me apt enough to that, sir, and you will give me occasion.
We talk here in the public haunts of men. Either withdraw into some private place and reason coldly of our grievances, or else depart. Here all eyes gaze on us.
Men's eyes are made to look, and let them gaze. I will not budge for no man's pleasure eye.
Well, peace be with you, sir. Here comes my man. Romeo, The love I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the reason that I love thee doth much excuse the appertaining rage to such a greeting. Villain am I none. Therefore farewell. I see thou knowest me not.
Boy, this shall not excuse the injuries that thou hast done me. Therefore, turn and draw.
I do protest, I never injured thee, but love thee better than thou canst devise.
Oh, calm, dishonorable, vile submission. Come, Tybalt, you rat catcher. Will you walk?
What wouldst thou have with me?
Good king of cats. Nothing but one of your 9 lives.
I am for you.
Good Mercutio, put thy rapier up.
Come, sir, you're beside him.
Hold Tybalt, good Mercutio.
Tybalt.
Gentle Mercutio, hold!
Away, Tybalt, away! Come away!
What? Art thou hurt?
Aye, a scratch. Mary, 'tis enough. Why the devil you came between us? I was hurt under your arm.
I thought all for the best.
Plague on both your houses. They have made worms meat of me. I have it. And soundly too. Your houses!
Romeo, brave Mercutio is dead. That gallant spirit hath espied the clouds, and too soon here did scorn the earth.
This day's black fate on more days doth depend. This but begins the woe others must end. Boy!
Here comes the furious Tybalt back again.
Now, Tybalt, take the villain back again that late thou gavest me. For Mercutio's soul has been a little way above our heads. Either thou, or I, or both must go with him!
Thou, wretched boy that didst consort him here, shalt with him hence.
Romeo, away, be gone, stand not amazed. The prince will do me death if thou art taken, and be gone, away.
Oh, I am fortune's fool!
Where are the vile beginners of this fray?
There lies the man, slain by young Romeo, that slew thy kinsman, brave Mercutio.
Tybalt, my cousin! Oh, prince, oh, husband! Oh, blood of my dear kinsman has been spilled. Oh, prince, as thou art true. For blood of us, the blood of Montague, Romeo slew Tybalt. Romeo must not live.
Romeo slew him. He slew Mercutio, who now the price of his dear blood doth owe.
Not Romeo, Prince. He was Mercutio's friend. His fault concludes what the law should end, the life of Tybalt.
And for that offense, immediately we do exile him hence. No! Bear hence this body and attend our will. Mercy but murders, pardoning those that kill.
Sir Wagoner, as Phaeton would quit you to the west and bring in cloudy night immediately. Oh, spread thy close curtain, love, for foamy night, that runaway's eyes may wink, and Romeo leap to these arms untalked of and unseen. Oh, come night, come Romeo, come thou day and night, for thou wilt lie upon the wings of night, lighter than new snow upon a raven's back. Come, gentle night, come, loving black-browed night. Give me my Romeo. And when thou hast done so, and when he shall die, take him and cut him out into little stars. He will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night and pay no worship to the garish sun. Oh, here comes my nurse. Now, nurse, what news? I me, why dost thou wring thy hands?
He's dead, I'm done. Alack, the day is gone, he's killed, he's dead. Ah, Oh, Romeo, Romeo, whoever would have thought it, Romeo!
Hath Romeo slain himself? If he be slain, say I, or if not, no. Brief sounds, torment of my weal or woe.
Tybalt, Tybalt, the best friend I have! Tybalt is gone and Romeo banished. Romeo that killed him, he is banished.
Oh God, did Romeo shed Tybalt's blood?
He did, alas the day he did.
Beautiful tyrant, fiend angelical. Oh, that the sheep should dwell in such a gorgeous palace.
These griefs, these woes, these sorrows make me old. Oh, shame come to Romeo.
Blistered be thy tongue for such a wish. He was not born to shame.
Will you speak well of him that killed your cousin?
Shall I speak ill of him that is my husband? Romeo is banished. There is no end, no limit, measure bound in that word's death. Where is my father and mother, nurse?
Weeping and wailing over Tybalt's corse.
Wash they his wounds with tears? Mine shall be spent when theirs are dry for Romeo's banishment.
Hide to your chamber. I'll find your Romeo to comfort you. Hark ye, your Romeo will be here at night.
Father, what news? What is the prince's doom?
A gentler judgment vanished from his lips, not body's death, but body's banishment.
Ha! Banishment? Be merciful, say death! Heaven is here where Juliet lives. And every cat and dog and little mouse, every unworthy thing may live here in heaven and look on her. But Romeo may not. He is banished.
What roused thee, man? Go, get thee to thy love. Ascend her chamber. Hence and comfort her. But look thou, stay not till the watch be set, for then thou canst not pass to Mantua, where thou shalt live till we can find a time to blaze your marriage, reconcile your friends, beg pardon of the prince, and call thee back with 1,000 times more joy than thou wentst forth in lamentation. Give me thy hand. 'Tis late. Farewell. Good night.
Farewell.
Things have fallen out, sir, so unluckily that we have not yet had time to move our daughter. Look you, she loved your kinsman Tybalt dearly, and so did I.
These times of woe afford no time to woo. Madam, good night. Commend me to your daughter.
I will, and know her mind early tomorrow. Tonight she is mewed up to her heaviness.
Sir Paris, I will make a desperate tender of my child's love. I think she will be ruled. But soft, what day is this?
Monday, my lord.
Monday? Ha-ha! Well, Wednesday is too soon, but what say you to Thursday?
My lord, I would that Thursday were tomorrow.
Well, get you gone. On Thursday be it then. Farewell, my lord.
Wilt thou be gone? It is not yet near day. It is the nightingale and not the lark that sake pierce the fearful hollow of thine ear. When nightly she sings on yon pomegranate tree. Believe me, love, it was the nightingale.
It was the lark, the herald of the morn. I must be gone and live or stay and die.
It is. Why hence be gone away? The lark that sings so out of tune. Oh, now be gone, more light and light it grows.
More light and light, more dark and dark our woes. Farewell.
Thinkest thou we shall ever meet again?
I doubt it not.
How now, Juliet?
Oh, madam, I am not well.
I bring thee joyful tidings, girl. Marry, my child, early next Thursday morn. The gallant young and noble gentleman, the County of Paris at St. Peter's Church, will happily make thee their joyful bride.
Now by St. Peter's Church and Peter truly shall not make me their joyful bride. I pray you, tell my lord and father, madam, I will not marry yet.
Here comes your father. Tell him so yourself. See how he will take it at your hands.
Have you delivered to her our decree?
Aye, sir, but she will none. She gives you thanks. I were the fool were married to her grave.
How? Will she none? Does she not give us thanks? Is she not proud? Does she not count her blessed, unworthy though she is, that we have brought so worthy a gentleman to be her bridegroom? But fettle your fine joints against Thursday next to good. There to St. Peter's Church, or I will drag thee on a hurdle thither.
Fie, are you mad?
Father, I beseech you on my knees. Hear me with patience, but to speak a word.
Hang thee, young baggage, disobedient wretch. I tell thee what, get thee to a church on Thursday or never after look me in the face.
God in heaven bless her! You are to blame, my lord, to write her so.
Kiss, you mumbling fool!
You are too hot.
Thursday is near. Lay hand on heart, advise. And you be mine, I'll give you to my friend. And you be not, hang, beg, starve, die in the streets, for I'll ne'er acknowledge thee.
Sweet my mother, cast me not away. Delay this marriage for a month, a week.
Talk not to me, for I will not speak a word. Do as thou wilt, I am done with thee.
Oh God! Who knows how shall this be prevented? What sayest thou? Hast thou not a word of joy, some comfort, nurse?
Faith, here it is. I think it best you marry the county. Oh, he is a lovely gentleman. I think you are happy in this second match, for it excels your first. Or if it did not, your first is dead, or 'twere as good he were as living here, and you no use of him.
Speakest thou from thy heart?
And from thy soul too, else be shrew them both.
Well, thou hast comforted me marvelous much. Go in and tell my lady that I'm gone, having displeased my father to Lord Sell, to make confession and be absolved.
Marry I will, and this is wisely done.
On Thursday, sir, the time is very short.
My father Capulet will have it so.
You say you do not know the lady's mind. Uneven is the course, I like it not.
Immoderately she weeps for Tybalt's death, and therefore have I little talked of love, for Venus smiles not in a house of tears.
Look, sir, here comes the lady toward myself.
Happily met, my lady. My wife.
What must be shall be.
Come you to make confession to this father?
Are you at leisure, Holy Father, now?
My lord, we must entreat the time alone.
God shield I should disturb devotion.
Shut the door, and when thou hast done so, come weep with me. Hope past cure past help. Oh, be not so long to speak. I long to die if what thou speakest speak not of remedy.
Hold, daughter. I do spy a kind of hope. If, rather than to marry County Paris, thou hast the strength of will to slay thyself, then it is likely thou wilt undertake a thing like death, to chide away this shame. Tomorrow night, look that thou lie alone. Take thou this vial, being then in bed, and this distilled liquor drink thou off, when presently through all thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humor. No warmth, no breath shall testify thou livest. Now when the bridegroom in the morning comes to rouse thee from thy bed, there art thou, dead. In the meantime, against thou shalt awake, shall Romeo by my letters know our drift, and hither shall he come, and bear thee hence to Mantua.
Give me, tell not me of fear.
Hold, get you gone. Be strong and prosperous in this resolve. I'll send a friar with speed to Mantua with my letters to thy lord.
Love give me strength, and strength shall help forward. Farewell, dear father.
How now, my headstrong? Where have you been gadding?
Well, I have learned me to repent the sin of disobedient opposition. Henceforward, I am ever ruled by you.
Send for the county. Go tell him of this. I'll have this knot knit up tomorrow morning.
No, not till Thursday. There's time enough.
Well, to church tomorrow. My heart is wondrous light since the same wayward girl is so reclaimed.
I pray thee, gentleness, leave me to myself tonight.
Get thee to bed and rest what thou hast need.
Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. through my veins that almost freezes out the heat of life. I'll call them back to comfort me. Nurse! What should she do here? My dismal scene I needs must act alone. What if this mixture do not work at all? Should I be married then tomorrow morning? No, this shall forbid it.